Are you one of those who believe President Muhammadu Buhari is slow and can be quiet? Well, slow on issues of national interest, especially issues of national security. Well, he has an answer for you. The president at a dinner where he hosted chieftains of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Abuja said he's fully aware of the issues confronting the country and that he is guided by historical antecedents.
So please, you are the side group, maybe the 60th person, that I felt I have to invite you. Let us eat together. And I tell you that I am sitting here very much aware of the problem in this country. And that I will always reflect on the historical antecedents. I decided to drop the uniform, come back, and eventually I am here. So really, I have gone through it over and over again. That's why I'm not in a hurry virtually to do anything. I will sit and reflect and continue to have my clear conscience. I thank you very much for honoring my invitation, and I'm telling you that if I don't ring you or if I don't call you, it's not because for a moment I ever forgot how you supported me at one stage or the other over the years from 2003 to now.
The president is not the only one getting the criticisms. The intentions of governors from his party who visited Benue State are even being questioned. The governors, in turn, believe some people are playing dirty politics with the challenges the country is facing right now, especially in the area of security. Said governors and leaders of the southern and middle belt Faruma at loggerheads, especially on the Benue killings. The governors, led by Kashim Shettima of Benue State, visited Benue State 48 hours after the visit of the Adebanjo-led joint socio-cultural groups to Governor Samuel Ortom.
The APC won in Benue, not because of Buhari, but in spite of Buhari. And people are trying to make a political capital out of the crisis in Benue, and we will not allow that to happen. We were here in Benue. This is my fourth time. This is our fourth time of coming to Benue.
Well, let's get into the conversation now, everyone. Joining me from our Abuja studio, my panel already seated, former presidential advisor, spokesperson, Mr. Akin Oshuntokun, and also a member of the APC, a former commissioner in Edo State, Mr. Kasim Afegbua, communications consultant. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on the program. Let me begin with you, Mr. Afegbua. Your party seems to be having a lot of difficulty, and especially now we'll see the president meeting with leaders and chieftains of the party. What do you make of that meeting and the crop of the leaders that the president met yesterday, considering the issues that he raised with them?
Well, thank you, Sheung. For me, as a member of the APC, having meetings with leaders of the APC at this point, for me, as a Nigerian, I think is belated. Belated in the sense that the mood of the country does not call for politicking. The mood of the country calls for moral healing because there are a lot of divisive tendencies here and there. I expect the president to visit Benue State, call the leaders of Benue State, share their aspirations with them in this moment of grief, the killings and all of that, then call for a meeting with representatives of Miyetti Allah and also leaders of thought from the Benue axis with a view to finding permanent solutions to the crisis that has engulfed that state in recent times. This is not the time to be calling people for dinner. We're not going to, celebrate the president for calling a dinner party or a tea party or anything you call it. I, as a party member, I am touched by the policies of government. I'm also wondering that if actually we want to make a headway, we need to do the right things. And one of them is reaching out to people across the geopolitical zones in the country where we have skirmishes, where we have divisions, so that in the final analysis, there will be that kind of, some kind of moral healing in the minds of people. As we talk now, if you go to the social media platforms, you read newspapers, it's all a language of division here and there. And I think APC as a political party can do better than this.
Mr. Oshuntokun, you've advised a former president, and perhaps you know just how difficult things are in that corridor. Tell us, for the benefit of your experience at some point in this country, what it will look like in the presidency? Hot, some fury, some failed strategy. What exactly do you think is happening right now in the corridors of power when it looks like the APC government is doing a lot, but it seems that there is a counter-narrative or counter-production in the promises that they've made to Nigerians?
Did you say that the APC government is doing a lot? Well, if it is doing a lot, it is doing it in the wrong direction. What is happening now, you know, is a very brazen case of political mismanagement. Look, can you picture President Buhari now? That imagine that he is not the president, that he was the leading opposition candidate as he was 3 years ago. How will he be talking now? How will he be responding to issues now? If you can conceive of that, it will give you an inkling of, you know, the kind of the grave situation we are in. You know, when you look at the way you try to see things logically or think through things, it's almost difficult to come to the conclusion that the leadership of this country, specifically the present government, really wants the country to survive or endure. President Buhari is fond of talking about national unity. But how do you build national unity by the kind of the policies we have witnessed in the past 2 weeks? Look at the headship of all the security agencies coming from the same geopolitical section, the northern Muslims. That is patently against the spirit of federal character. It is not in the interest of the country. I'm yet to see how objectively anybody can characterize that as being in the interest of Nigeria or in the interest of national unity. You look at Benue on the 1st of January. How does the behavior or the response of the president to what has happened in Benue, you know, indicate a president who is interested in national unity of Nigeria? He has not visited a place. Rather than that, a day or maybe on the same day, 7 governors from his party came to him to ask him to run for second term. Now, is that the behavior of somebody who is interested in the unity of Nigeria or even the good governance of the country? So, as I said, you know, look, there is something, you know, Nigeria's situation is getting, you know, stranger than fiction. You know, that you look at things and you are perplexed that what is the logic to all this? Where precisely are we headed? I mean, you know, if you add 2 plus 2, you get 4. I don't see how in this situation you add what is on ground, what has been done, all the elements that you put them together, and you arrive at the conclusion that this is good for the political stability of this country or the development of the country.